Yes. What you waiting on? See, here's the thing that we have to remind ourselves. The guarantee, like how you know every month on the 1st the rent is due. If you have a job, you're expecting the guarantee of a check. Well, in life, the guarantee is death. You realize that. You are not going to make it out alive. So if you aren't living your life on purpose and for a purpose, well, I have to look at you. Because what are you doing? We here for a good time, not a long time. And in this track, Nikki says, I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. Are you living or are you functioning? She continues on. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Understand, this is God's favor. This is a God thing that you're living out. And for you not to live your life in abundance, exceedingly and beyond, that's a disrespect for God. For you not showing up because he bestowed a promise on your life for who you are, where you are right now. So family, show up. It's only this moment that we have for life. And here's the thing. Life ain't always going to be easy. People going to try you. You're going to go through your ups and downs, your trials and tribulations. But what do I consistently say to you, family? If you can look up, you can get up. If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. And Nikki continues on to say, shout out to my haters. Sorry that you couldn't faze me. Ain't being cocky. We just being vindicated. Best believe that what we done this moment will be syndicated. You better catch it. I don't know about you, but I'm here for a good time. All right? And I intend to live this moment for life. So live your life in a way that it can be syndicated and broadcasted with your light. Because when people see you, they don't only see who you are, but now you shine in a reflection of whose you are. You ready, family? Let's get ready for this conversation, baby. I'm excited. I'm excited because one is Friday. And reflecting on the week, we had some amazing guests. And today on this Friday, we are making room for Executive Director of JTM Academy, Amare El Jamii. This organization is awesome because it prepares you like a pro to get into an apprenticeship job. And you won't even believe that they'll pay you to show up. You better catch it. All right, let me dive in so we can get to some news, and then we're going to get to this juicy conversation, okay? Okay, so let's talk about what's happening. Let's get to what's happening in our nation. What's happening in our state? Did you look to the left? Did you look to the right? Who laying on top of you? Or perhaps what's happening with the person near you?
It's time for Front Page News with Dawn Dai on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Well, what's happening right over here in Huntington Park, Captain called in yesterday. He called in and he was a little perturbed, as the rest of us in this community, about Anthony Lowe. Remember we heard about him, the double amputee that was killed by the Huntington Park police on January 26th? Well, the family is now suing. Police claim that Lowe, who was a 36-year-old double amputee who was using a wheelchair, threatened officers with a 12-inch knife on Slauson Avenue that Thursday afternoon. And it was after, at the site, there was reported by an assailant in a wheelchair with a knife. Now, here's what was said. Police tried to use a stun gun on Anthony, but it did not work. And when Anthony threatened to throw a knife at the officers, at least one of them opened fire. Now, this is according to the police. Now, on Thursday, Anthony's family unveiled their plans to sue Huntington Park Police Department as they believe his death was unjustified. Here's what they said. They said, let's make this clear. What we saw that day, what is on that video, is a clear murder. Mr. Lowe was murdered that day. Now, this is from Christian Contreras. He's an attorney of the family. He continues on. He was running away. He was not a threat. He was on his stumps, disabled, a man killed in broad daylight. Now, Lowe's family and community activists believe he was shot in the back, and they say the surveillance video will prove it. In fact, Cliff Smith, he's an LA-based coalition community control over the police. He told the Washington Post, how do you need to put into words the limitations of his physical mobility? Huh? The officers are in their full capacity. It's beyond absurd to say that the officers are in any risk. Right. Come on now. Now, Austin Dove was another attorney for the family of Anthony, said there were so many other options. There's no reason to pull out guns and fire and shoot at a man who's disabled, who can't even move, and whose wheelchair is a few feet behind him. And you shoot him 11 times? I may have missed that memo. 11 times. Did you catch that? So, family, this is when we got to show up. We got to speak up and support one another because you can't keep taking our lives. That's why I want to further implore you to check out Catalyst California. We had Chauncey Smith on here talking about police reform, talking about this very thing that somebody is losing their life and not even putting in endangerment of someone else. How did that officer think that their life was in danger of death, that you had to shoot somebody not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 11 times? Don't play with me. And I got some more information how they're talking about more people are even buying more guns. But let me calm down and switch this up a little bit. On some great news, I was on Instagram. And are you familiar with Sticks Watts? He's a rapper over in the community. Well, of course, because I'm at my source of everything, The Source LA. Shout out to Roxy Frank, CEO and founder, who you will know that was actually on Front Page. Check us out on Front Page on the KJLH app and check out the episodes. But here's the story. An announcement has been made that they will be opening a Compton Legacy Early Academy. This is rapper Sticks partnering with Principal Amin Ra. Now, according to the social media post, this venture is led by Dr. Cherie Montgomery, a.k.a. Dr. Legacy, and together with the good of Sticks and Watts, Principal Amin is doting himself as the superhero of Watts as we're addressing early childhood literacy and setting the foundation for future success. And he says, as a founding principal, he's had the privilege of opening up a high school with 100% rate for 2 years running. It's called University Pathways. I was checking out the website. It's called The U. Now, he says, it's time to take the next step and make lasting impact on the lives of the youngest learners. Join us building a brighter future for Compton. Compton, where you at stands up. So if you want to check it out, because perhaps you have a young one that you think is legacy driven and could benefit from such an awesome school and education, go ahead and visit ComptonLegacy.org. In fact, Principal Ra went on to say, as a high school principal, I realized at firsthand that aftermath of what it is like for students to start school thousands of words behind their peers. And it leaves students with a dire need to have multiple years on highly effective educators to catch them up. If a student, unfortunately, is not met with highly effective teacher within the first years of their K through 12th experience, it makes it extremely challenging for them to catch up, which increases the likelihood for the student to become a high school dropout. We have ambitious goals and can only obtain them through your support. Donate today and visit ComptonLegacy.org. And in fact, check out Principal Ra himself. I want to highlight him. Perhaps we need to get him on Front Page too. His social media is at Principal Ra, R-A-H-H. Is it Ra like the sun god? Like Ra? Anyway, but I say all that to say, I was DMing Sticks over there in Watts. You know, he has something called Think Watts. He's doing something with raising money with the community with water. I said, brother, come up in here. So stay tuned, family. We've been in a DM because you know it goes down in the DM. And we're going to have more. Here's some other great news. If you are traveling this weekend, and specifically tomorrow, there will be free public transit rides offered because it is Rosa Parks' birthday. Bobo, can we ready applause? That's awesome. Thank you so much. So on Saturday, Metro is providing free rides on all bus, rail, bike, share, and Metro micro rideshare services, including other transit services across LA Metro, MetroLink, LA DOT, and San Bernardino County Transportation Authority. Now, it has been noted as the 6th annual Transit Equity Day celebrates the birthday of Rosa Parks, a civil rights icon who, by refusing to give up her seat on public transportation bus in 1955, helped launch the civil rights movement in the United States. In fact, they're saying all Metro rail station turnstiles will be unlocked, allowing unrestricted access to the rail system. On Metro buses, riders will not need to tap their fare cards at fare validators or fare boxes. Now, on Metro Bike Share, you see the bikes around the city, Ubers can redeem a 30-minute ride share by selecting one ride at any Metro Bike Share kiosk, either online or in a Metro Bike Share app. And you can do that by using the code 020423. Now, the code can be used multiple times throughout the day. Now, for Metro Micro, the on-demand rideshare service, riders can pre-book their ride online and then, of course, use the code 2023. And in fact, MetroLink, when riders arrive at the station, they can simply board the train to any destination in MetroLink's 5-county service area for free on Saturday. Who's trying to catch it? Well, you better catch this ride to get to your next destination for free. Okay, so we have to get to some resources, and I told you that we have a special guest. On top of the pack, I got to pay some bills. Now I'm thinking, Bobo, how much time we got on this break? Okay, I'm going to wing it because I got a call on the line, and I always want to address y'all. So I'm going to take this call, and then I'm going to go to the break. Great morning. This is the front page.
God bless morning.
How you doing?
All right, Don. Just wanted to say that Rosa Parks' birthday is tomorrow, and my good friend, who I am myself, Molly Bell, my birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
And so I was just going to tell Bobo to do it. I wasn't calling in. I was going to tell him to put it on there. And, I'm born on the day, the same day with a great icon. And you had just talked about Compton, so I could not just lay here and not call in the Molly Bell. Prayer warriors keep fasting and praying because the struggle continues, but always. To God be the glory. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Miss Molly Bell. You know I love me some Molly Bell, honey. You know, Sister Dollar came in and talked about how Molly Bell is definitely a mentor of hers. Molly Bell is standing up. She's one of Compton's finest. So we're going to have 6 come in. And are you guys familiar with Violet Palmer? She's the first female NBA referee. I had her on my podcast. Well, I was on social media, and I just saw that she got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Compton! Yeah, she gonna come on the show too. All right, thank you, Miss Molly Bell. That was the information. Now we gonna go to break for real because I got some resources, information. Plus, I got a special guest. And guess what? He gonna tell you how you can get some money. This is what we do on the front page. I'm Dawn like the break of day. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. We'll be right back.
This is the front page with Dawn Dai on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with a piece of black history.
My name is Sage. I'm 11 years old from Westport Heights, and my history is black history. From the early inventions of George Washington Carver to modern-day achievers like computer scientist Mark Dean, who created the first color screen computer monitor in 1981, and Lonnie Johnson, who created the Fawn Super Soccer game in 1989. To this day, Lonnie Johnson holds over 80 patents. My history is black history. And it's because of them you enjoy many of the freedoms of today. I'm Sage, and I'm free, radio free on 102.3 KJLH.
Learn more and do more this Black History Month at KJLHradio.com. Money. Come on. Radio Free in 2023 means free money. We're paying your bills with Radio Free Cash Relief.
Sharon Asher, you have your rent paid. Don't worry about that. Call me babyface, sis. I'll pay your rent. I'll cook your dinner, too.
All right.
Oh, it's my birthday. What the heck? Do you have any other bills, Sharon?
Just my phone bill.
I'm going to pay your phone bill, too.
Oh, Tammy, you are bomb diggity, baby.
We've got you next. Register your bill now at KJLHradio.com and listen for your name every day, Monday through Friday at 4:10 p.m.
Tammy Mac Show.
Hey, family, what's up? I'm Lon McHugh. Join me Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Listen, I've got the perfect music for work and play no matter where you are. The KJLH Radio Free mobile app. I'll keep you informed with what's trending. I'll update your traffic and weather scenes. And man, when you call, the fun really jumps off at 520-KJLH.
Are you giving away something?
No.
Oh.
It's like, okay, bye. So yeah, make it a plan with me, Lon McHugh, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. right here on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
The soundtrack for your Saturday is here. I'm Cameron Green, and join me each and every Saturday for the Radio Free Top 23 Countdown. I'm counting down all the top songs straight from the KJLH playlist. Saturdays, 4 to 8 p.m., only on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Hey everybody, this is Andre Russell. And I know what you want to hear on Sunday, and I'll play it for you. Make some noise in here! Great artists like Kirk Franklin, Mary Mary, Jonathan McReynolds, Marvin Sapp, Fred Hammond, and I got it for you on Spread the Word every Sunday. From 12 noon to 6 p.m. Cutting edge gospel artists and the leading ministers from around the world. And Bible Jeopardy, where you can win prizes. Get ready for it every Sunday and Spread the Word from 12 to 6 right here on 102.3 KJLH.
You're listening to The Front Page with Dawn Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Well, since we're talking about blessings on blessings, how about you allow Radio Free KJLH to bless you with some cash, huh? I want you to get this Radio Free money. This is what you need to do, or understand. So far, we done paid credit card bills, water bills, rent, and more, and winners are all over from LA and beyond. And guess what? You still got time. Now, this is what you need to do. Head over to kjlhradio.com, okay? When you go over there, it's going to be an image. It's going to say Radio Cash Relief. Cash Relief, just follow the cash. Sweet, sweet cash. When you click on that link, right, you're going to put your name, your number, your email, and more importantly, you're going to put in that bill, the name of that bill, and how much it is. Boom, done, submit, okay. Now, the next assignment. Now, this is what I'm going to see if you understood the assignment. You need to listen to LA's voted best radio personality, Tammy Mack. If you're not, I can't understand it because the entire city of LA is and beyond. So I'm just trying to let you know, because when you listen, she's going to announce the winner at 4:10. Now, don't call back in 12 minutes. 13. I couldn't find my phone, my keys. My phone was dead. That's not our problem, because I say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So listen to her. When you do, you can go ahead and get that bill paid, because at that 10 minutes, you can call 520-KJLH, 520-5554. It's that easy. Sign up, listen, and get your bill paid from Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Now, don't say I don't tell you anything, because you know I got your back. And just so that we're clear, we know that we are you. And specifically front page, it's you who we put on the cover. So any resources or any news that can serve you, best believe I'm going to give it to you live and direct. Now, I told you, though, on the flip side of the break, I'm going to get some resources. I want to encourage you to go ahead and check us out online. We are streaming live at Dawn Dai Speaks. That's on Instagram, and that is on Facebook, okay? Now, as far as resources and information, I want to let you know that the 31st Annual Pan-African Film Festival is here. So if you want to get embraced in our culture and you want to support a nonprofit corporation in LA that is all about cultural understanding among people of African descent through art and film, i.e. us, then you need to pull up. In fact, they actually have a volunteer orientation meeting. If you want to get into film or just get in the conversation, head over there tomorrow from 10 to 12 at Crenshaw Mall. It's off of MLK. Yeah, 3650. You stop acting like you don't know where Crenshaw Mall is. So you know that volunteers are the backbone of this film festival. And so this is a great opportunity, like I've said, for you to network in the film and entertainment industry. Meet some of your favorite actresses and actors. So what I need you to do is send an email over to Akili. Akili at path.org. That's Akili at path, PAFF.org. And tell them that Dawn Day sent you. In fact, I am actually in talks right now with a director and producer. Her name is Tamika Miller. And she has a film entitled Honor Student. You can check it out at honorstudentmovie.com. You can check out the trailer, but she has a film premiering in PATH, and it's all about an Asian American student that shot up a school. Very in time, right? I know. So we're going to solidify that, and she's going to be in here to discuss it. Okay. Now, moving on. We've been having this conversation. Everybody has been talking about the SoCal gas bill, right? Well, I want to let you know that there is some relief coming your way. The Salvation Army is partnering with SoCal Gas Edison and the gas company, and it's taking appointments for people to qualify for their gas assistance fund to receive a one-time grant of up to $100. Yeah, $100 off your gas bill. Now, in order to qualify, here's what you need to do. The individual must have a bill in the name of the applicant. So if you are applying, that bill has to be in your name. The address must be your primary place of residence. Don't be trying to use your auntie and cousin or whoever. Use yours, and we gonna know that because of the ID. And lastly, you must meet their income guidelines. Okay? Now, there will be appointments that will be taking place at Salvation Army right off of Gage Avenue. The address is 2965 East Gage Avenue, right over there in Huntington Park. It happens every Monday. So Mondays, they come in for you to see them from 10 to 11. So you got that hour time slot. Now, you can go ahead because the early bird gets the worm and make an appointment. You ready for the number? Okay. It's 323-587-4221. Again, that's 323-587-4221. This is so that you can get a one-time grant of up to $100 to save on your gas bill. And in fact, I was checking over at ktla.com this morning and even last night. And you know how I said that the gas credits were coming in April and October? They done moved it up. It's happening in February. So you might get that credit in a couple of days, couple weeks. And then I'm telling you about how you can save an extra $100 on that bill. All right, I would do the other announcement about the senior ID, but we can talk about that later. I want to get to my guest because he's in here. And the thing is, he's acting so shy now because he came real bossy when I had to call him on the phone last night. But anyway, his name is Amare El Jamii. He is the executive director of JTM Academy. Straight out of Long Beach. Just got off a flight over there in the Bay and was like, Dawn, I'm going to pull up, I'm going to get home at night, and then I'm going to come into the Front Page family because we got some resources and news to share. So, Front Page family, please give your warm welcome, round of applause, radio waves for our very special guest, Mr. Amare El Jamii.
Peace.
Peace. You got to pull up to the mic.
I'm still trying to find...
What is you? Are you talking to me? Because I'm here.
Yeah.
What are you trying to
I
find?
need my bills paid. Y'all said what you said earlier?
Oh, you on KJLHradio.com?
Yeah.
I know that. Okay. He is actually... Look. Oh, y'all can't see, but if you were streaming, he is on KJLHradio.com. And look, cash relief. You know I'm an Aries. I ain't believe you. Okay, let me get to my guest. I got a show to do. You trying to pay bills, I got to make some money to pay mine.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. So his name is Amare El Jamii. After working for over a decade in the manufacturing and distribution industries, Amare El Jamii enrolled in community college with the intent of pursuing a more fulfilling career. He obtained his associate degrees in both mathematics and computer information systems, as well as his bachelor's degrees in statistics and applied mathematics from Norco College and UCLA. Since graduation, he has continued his work in education, specifically with students from underrepresented, under-resourced, and marginalized communities. He has taught multiple subjects in the STEM field, from mathematics and computer programming to unmanned aerial systems. Amare is currently the co-founder of both Cultivating Hope, LLC, an educating consulting firm, and the J.T. Mitchell Pre-Apprenticeship Academy, or JTM Academy, an organization that prepares students to take the written and oral exams and enter the mechanical trades and utility sector careers. Oh, family, this is Amare El Jamii.
Yes.
Did you like how I read that?
I was surprised you read the whole thing.
That's what you said? You didn't want me to read that?
I didn't write that.
But
it's about me. It's true.
Okay, so did I do the right thing or not?
You did.
Okay, so we good?
Appreciate you.
All right. Because I was like, I prepared for that. Did you see I was going up and down with the levels? I dragged out the words to deck it out?
You pronounced the whole word.
Yes. That's important. We got to articulate ourselves.
You did that.
True story. My mother was very particular when it came to diction. We used to sit in the car, and she would play the phonetic alphabet. Yeah. And my mother was like, you have to know how to speak well. And it doesn't mean in a specific way. It's just articulating. So shout out to Janice. Janice here. I love you, Mommy. Rest in peace. All right, we got to get to the conversation. Let's do some homework real quick.
What you know about Black history?
From Rosa Parks to Dr. Martin Luther King.
I have a dream.
Malcolm X to Reverend Jesse Jackson.
What is your real name? Malcolm.
My history is Black history.
We are you. We are KJLH FM in HD, Compton, Los Angeles. Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Black history.
Black history is our history. Let's be history. Legacy, legacy, legacy. Why are you so quiet right now? Listen, let me tell you, I called this brother yesterday.
Is this my show?
This is Amare El Jamii. I called him yesterday so that we can get some conversation going in preparation for our conversation family. He already came in hot, so this whole meek, mild moment that he's given, I don't know. The first thing he said after me saying hello, where you from? I said, where you from? He said, well,
I heard the accent.
What accent?
You got an East Coast accent.
I told you I'm from Detroit.
I know, but I heard it as soon as you hopped on the phone.
Okay. Well, here's a true story. I moved here from New York, so you probably got a splash of that. And I loved your, would I say aggression? Whatever that force is, I love that. I miss that East Coast energy. And
was
then
that
we
aggressive on the phone?
Huh?
I was aggressive?
Intense. People call it intense, like, where you from? Where you at? Oh, I like this. You
Oh,
were
yeah,
already
that's
joking.
the
I
East
like
Coast
that.
energy.
Yeah. I like
Okay,
that. It
all
made
right.
me feel comfortable. It was that confidence for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to tell the family, there's an awesome event that's going on. Now, somebody had reposted or sent something to me on Instagram from JTM Academy. Then I started looking further. I said, oh, there is an event that's happening. Something you have entitled a Compton Garden, right?
Yeah, our
and
Compton Community Garden, yes.
Compton Community Garden. And this event happens every first Saturday, i.e. tomorrow.
Correct.
Okay, what
is
is that
how you
about?
heard about us?
Yeah, the
that's what's
DM.
up.
Somebody just sent this to me in the DM, and I said, is someone from your organization eligible to come in on front page on Friday?
Oh, that's what's up.
We love to get someone. Social media is powerful.
It is.
So tell us about this event tomorrow.
So once a month, the first Saturday of every month, we go out to the Holloway.
Is he talking loud enough, Bobo?
Is it loud enough? Okay. The Holloway residents, they're in Compton. They've been there for 2 generations now. I don't give her address because, we like people to sign up and come out. The goal is to build a garden in their backyard. They got a huge property. This is a funny story, right? So this is how they got their backyard.
And you saying they, who are we talking about?
So Dr. Holloway, her husband, Andre, and their kids. Everybody except Noah.
No, I have no idea what just happened.
The whole family, shout out to the whole family except for Noah. All right. So, inside joke. All right. So,
they got a
so they built the neighborhood by one end. They built down this way, and the other end they built down, and they met at the corner. And when they got to their house, they forgot to give them a backyard.
What?
I know, right? So then what they did was they gave them the next door neighbor's plot of land. So their whole backyard is literally enough space for a whole house.
Oh,
correct.
Wow.
So it was a come up. Whoever planned that out didn't plan out the right way. And so they got a huge backyard back there. And I remember a couple years ago, we did a summer program when I first met them. It was a STEM program out at the airport at the TAM. And we went back to the backyard to hang out one day. And I was like, yo, what are y'all doing with this? And she had dreams and this and that and the other. And then a couple years later, we was working with the gas company, and we had some students who needed more hands-on skills.
SoCal Gas?
SoCal Gas, yes.
Okay.
And so I was talking to them, and I was like, well, how can we get folks hands-on skills with gas? We can't work with gas. That's, right? We're not professionals on that level. They said, well, water works if you could supplement working with gas with water because of the pressure and the pipes and the whole 9 yards. So he was like, oh, I got a friend who got a big backyard, and we could put a sprinkler system in there because she went to a garden. One thing led to another. Boom, we've been working on it for the past couple of years. We're not in a rush. It was just slowly paced to give our students some hands-on experience back there. So it's it was a match made in heaven for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. Just because it went on a couple of factors. One, kids nowadays, just with social media, just with the internet, they forgot what it's like to be outside. They even say for the healthiness of our life, we need to be barefoot on the ground. So to have your hands in nature and life and getting that vitamin D, because let's face it, if you're missing front page from 4:30 to 6, you're not getting this vitamin D. So you got to get it from the sun somewhere. Why not at the Compton Garden?
True indeed. Shameless plug. I appreciate you.
Catch it. But no, I think this is so awesome, especially when we're talking about our young people, because we know our young people are the future. And we need to find each and every way to connect, a way that they can have and put their future in their own hands.
Yeah.
And even support our community so that we can lift while we climb together.
I'm feeling inspired right now.
Come on, that's what you get when you come on the front page.
Yeah.
So now we got to inspire some other people. So tell me, JTM has partnered with Dr. Holloway and her family?
Yes.
What is JTM? Who is JTM?
Oh, that's a good question. All right. JTM stands for James Timothy Mitchell. Shout out to Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, so story time, since we're in Black History Month.
Hello, somebody. Come on.
So Mr. Mitchell started this program called Project LEAP, Labor Education and Advancement Program, back in 1967. Yeah, back then. And so his goal, their goal was, right, it was a collaborative partnership between the Los Angeles Urban League and the building trades. They put together this program, right? Remember 67, LA, 2 years after Watts Rebellion, city got torn up.
Yeah, we had to rebuild.
So
I said, hey, that's when we came Inception over here with Front Page.
Exactly.
We kept talking to the people.
Nice.
We're on the street, making sure that their voices are heard, not
Exactly.
you here.
Exactly, right? So they came up with this program to help folks get into the building trades. There was a lot of discrimination back then. Not that there's not today, but there was a lot more back then, right? This is before affirmative action. And so, those jobs, they're great now, they were great back then. But folks couldn't get in. So what Mr. Mitchell did was, because he was a researcher at that time, he said, well, let me figure out how, the easiest way to get us in. And so, they put together this program and said, if we can get them to pass, there's two ways to get in. One, you knock on doors, you ask for help. We know what happens when you go that route, right? Those are called the hunt trades. The other way is you test in. So Mr. Mitchell said, if we could teach them the math that they need to get past these entry exams, they get a score. It's a high enough score. Everybody on the list gets a call. Pass the interview, go to work, right? So he's like, this is the route. He said, we can't trust that folks will let us in just from knocking on the door and having our boots and our tools and being ready to go. We actually got to get ourselves in. So they came up with this curriculum back then in 1967. And literally to this day, we haven't changed a thing.
But the name, because at first it was LEAP?
Yeah. So at first, the program was under the Urban League, and it was called Project LEAP. And then full circle through his niece, Crystal Mitchell, who, I don't know if you know her, but she works with Recycling Back Dollars. And
she in L.A.?
Absolutely.
Well, you need to tell her that she come on front page.
She absolutely needs to.
We recycling our money, you dang on right.
Yeah. So she's super dope. So she was a consultant for the Urban League. She connected us. We had a meeting with then CEO or COO, Brian Williams. We sat down. We had a great conversation. We pitched them a proposal. They loved it. And we've been working with them since 2019 again. So started with them. Ended up, his alumni pulled him out of retirement from LAUSD, got him back in the classroom, and then we got reconnected with the Urban League back in 2019. We've been up and running since then.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
And just on the history, I love it when people's roots, they got good stock.
Yeah.
And his roots have been so deep with just helping the community in education and then further the education to help propel other people.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love about JTM and our conversation that you highlighted yesterday is that everybody's not made for college.
True.
But it doesn't mean that your skill can't garner you a wage that can be six figures or what some people may consider a white collar salary.
Absolutely.
And that's something that you said, hey, we need to put in the forefront because after people are getting these interviews, how can they retain themselves to show that they have the skills? And you say, hey, JTM is to serve as that bridge to that lending hand to pull people forward. And I understand if you are wondering, what are y'all talking about? I want to encourage you to check out jtmacademy.org.
Yes.
And on the website, you'll see how you can learn how to effectively prepare for successfully navigating employment interviews. You talked about something with soft skills.
Yes.
And how important that is. When we talk about JTM and the apprenticeship program, what can people expect why would somebody come to JTM? What are they seeking?
In California, I would say folks want to be able to make it and live. Earlier, I think I heard you say a quote about not just surviving, but actually living, right? Mm-hmm. So we know what it costs to live out here. It's not easy. It's not cheap. One of the most expensive, not only states, but then, our area, the county, Los Angeles County, is just expensive to make it out here, right? So, yeah, we give opportunities to get into gainful employment-based careers where folks can actually make livable wages significantly above what the average earner in the country makes. And
the country, that's a big talk there, Amare.
Yes.
What when you say, like, what's the average of salaries? Like, what are we talking about?
So the average household in America makes around $50K. And when you start off in the mechanical trades, you start off at around $40,000 a year on average. And then over the next 5 years, while you're in your apprenticeship program, they are guaranteed raises. This is on union side, by the way. So these are union scaled careers. They all end up going up to at least $90,000 or above in that 5 year period. This is for the electricians, plumbers, pipe fitters, boilermakers, sheet metal workers.
Things you can do with your hands.
Correct.
So if you are thinking like, hey, I'm looking to enter the construction trade and utility sector, JTM Academy is the place you need to check out. They cover all aspects of the career journey. And what, you guys have a four weekly class session?
Yeah, we meet on Tuesday, Thursday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. and then Saturdays from 8 to 12 in the morning. And we're online. We're on Zoom. So you can sit in a comfortable, blah, blah, blah. What's that word?
The comfort of your own home.
See, your mother taught you how to pronounce these words correctly. So now we're working this out. All right. The comfortability of your own home.
Yeah.
Right?
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
And how much it costs?
Free $99.
Stop.
Actually, let me take that back. It's not free.
It's not.
It's your time, it's your energy, it's your commitment, and it's your dedication to want to get somewhere. There's a dollar sign associated with that. Whatever that is for you, whatever your time is valued at, that's what it is. But in terms of you cutting us a check, no. You can cut us a check when you get your career going and support the movement. But while we're actually having you come through the class, no, there's no dollar signs.
So I have a question. Are you trying to get some money? Do you know a young person that could benefit from this? Getting their skills, getting their confidence up, having mentors who are in the educational field to support them on their way, not just to get by, but we're talking about thriving. You know, I started the show out today with Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj featuring Drake. And there's a line in there that Drake says, to live doesn't mean that you're alive. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Are you living? I want you to really check them out at jtmacademy.org. Remember, he said they have classes every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the classes are from 6 to 8, Saturday from 8 to 12. And every first Saturday, there are in-person workshops, training, and networking. And what do we say? They said your net worth is based on your network.
That's what they say.
Well, they better catch it. Catch it. Now, one thing that you said, you talked about in this program how math is huge.
Yes.
And you had your experience at Norco College as well as UCLA. Can you tell us how your background experience supports you in this role?
Yeah.
Why'd you pop up like that? Did I say something wrong?
No. So I seen the timer go up, and so I'm a long storyteller.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
We'll figure that out.
All right, cool. All right, so you know what happens when people are trying to get into their careers is we have a lot of mental blocks, and we have a lot of hurdles that either get placed in front of us or we place them there ourselves. And a lot of times we're our own worst enemies. And so I lived that life, right? After high school, it was a struggle for me as I wanted to be a pilot. And so my goal was to go to the Air Force. So my 7th grade math teacher said, his name was Mr. Howe. Shout out to Mr. Howe. Like, I don't remember my teacher's names, but I remember him. I got in trouble one day in class, and he said, he helped me after class. I thought I was going to get in detention or, trouble like I usually did. He said, yo, man, what do you want to do with yourself? And I was surprised, like, wait, I'm not suspended, or what are we talking about? What do you mean I want to do with myself? I said, I want to be a pilot. He said, okay, you know how to do it? I said, no. He said, do good in math and science and don't get into so much trouble that you end up in jail or dead. Have a good day. And I walked away and I was confused. I was like, wait, what just happened? But then words rang through my head. So from that point forward, I still got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them kids. But it wasn't so much trouble that I ended up ever going to jail. And obviously, I'm still here. I'm still breathing, so I'm not dead.
And that's a victory right there.
Absolutely. And I always focused on my math and science classes. But after I finished high school and I was ready to go to Air Force, took the ASVAB, everything I scored in the 92nd percentile in the nation. And the
you're
recruiters,
super smart. It's a lot of brain under that head.
it was a DNA blessing that I got from my mom and my daddy.
Shout out to the parentals.
Yeah, because I abused my intelligence and as a youth. I didn't know how to study. I was just, sleeping through class. My homies used to wake me up. Hey man, we got an exam. I'd wake up, look at their notes, and then I would do good. That's the brain that I had. All right, so what did I do to get that? You know what I mean? And I wasted it. For a large part until I learned that this is a gift. You got to invest in it. You got to put it to good use. And then it's really a tool that you want to share with your folks so we could all benefit from it. All right. So.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
Didn't go to the Air Force after high school because the country was at war. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to kill people that look something like me for some oil. It's not going to happen. And then I was lost for a long time. So I went around, floating around, didn't know what I was doing with myself. Over the next 16 years, spent 9 of those years in community college to get a 2-year degree. Should have had a PhD. Oh, wow. Got an associate's, though.
Right.
Proud of that.
No shade here.
Right?
You got something.
Right. So with the help of, and actually I had a block at that time. It was like a mental block from my 10th grade teacher. I want to shout her out. I forgot her name. I think it's Mrs. Hurst. Told me I was a terrible writer. So every time I went to take an English class in community college, I froze up and I dropped out. So I couldn't pass.
You said English class?
Yeah, I couldn't write a paper. I told myself I couldn't write a paper, so I would just drop out. Just like people tell themselves they can't learn math, and so they drop out. Right? So I had some of the same issues. It was just the reverse than what the normal is.
I tell Jeremiah all the time, how you do anything is how you'll do everything. Don't think that you're going to perform or act this way because it's only this time or this sector of your life. No, it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
Move in confidence, move in a flow.
Yeah. So to not go in such details, there was a lot of struggles that I had over that, 15 to 20 year period after high school. And a lot of that ended when my daughter was born.
I just saw you post something on Instagram. She just went off to school or something?
She's at HU.
You know? Did you know I went to Howard?
Somebody just told me.
Oh, chat, you listen.
Hey, I'm in a group text and my boys just hit me up. They're like, you know who you about to sit down and talk to real quick? I said, all right. Yeah. So, we dropped her off. Look, I got a brick. There's so much bricks on that campus.
Of course, legends.
When we dropped her off, we saw a random brick.
Come on.
So I got a brick at the house. You know what I mean? So I got a piece of the campus with me.
It's the Mecca, baby.
Yeah. So, man, that campus is beautiful. So anyways, her birth got me to act right. It got me back on track. It got me to take life serious. Because one, and then I'll wrap this part of the story up. One, I was scared as hell. I was about to have a kid. I was scared. I was hella scared. I was like, what? And I found out it was a daughter too. You know how much time I spent in places I'm not supposed to be with girls is doing things that I can't talk about right now because we on a family show? And I got a daughter coming? So,
made you rethink some things.
Get my life together, my priorities straight. And so I ended up talking to the men around me who had raised daughters who I had extreme amount of respect for. Like, yo, your daughter is amazing. What did you do? So it boiled down to 3 things. 1, be present, be consistent, and then understand that you are the example to manhood to her. And that was the blessing and the curse, because I was like, I don't want to be, can we put Malcolm X on the wall, or like a true hero, like a, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, nah, she's going to see you day to day. So you are the man in her life. So it changed how I operated, how I moved. And so I take all that, right, my life's experience. And then when I talk to my students, I used to say, you can't tell me nothing about how you failed, or how you going to drop out, or how, a hurdle came up and you couldn't handle it. I know all the ways to drop out of school. I know all the ways to mess up. And then I started listening more to my students. I realized, oh, y'all got some new stuff out here.
Like what? What are they talking about?
Oh, man, it's some situations I didn't find myself in.
Like what?
I thought I went to all types of troubles. I mean, I never battled depression on a major level. I never contemplated suicide. I never had abusive parents. I was never sexually molested. You know what I mean? There was
trauma.
The trauma that our students go through was so real that it smacked me in the back of the head and just calmed me down to where I don't judge my students anymore.
Come on, because we making room.
You have no idea what people was going through. Right. You have no idea. So yeah, I think going through what I went through allows me to be a lot more patient and understanding what other folks is going through. And so we connect based off of that. And so when folks come through the academy and they drop out, don't trip, come back.
Because if you fall down 7 times, get up 8. And if you can look up, you can get up. Yeah. Understand that your location is not your destination. Why? Because we here for a good time, not a long time, Mr. Amare.
Been hanging out with Dolomite?
I'm hanging out with Dawn Dai. Well, right now with you. Listen, we gonna be right back. We're gonna have some more exploring the conversation with Amare El Jamii and talking about JTM Academy. I don't know if you know a young person or anyone. In fact, Mr. Jamii was telling me that there's a possibility that you can actually get paid to learn. They're going to pay you to learn. Then you're going to go on to make 5, 6, 7-figure job. I don't know about 7, but anything is possible.
Contractors do it.
I bet you didn't know.
I'm telling you right now, I got boys that's contractors. That's what they make.
Are they married? You know, don't put me in the box.
I thought you said we was going to commercial. We're going to commercial. What are we doing?
Okay, fine. Let's go to commercial, guys. This is the front page. I'm Dawn like the break of day. We got more coming up with Amare El Jamii. Check us out at Dawn DAI Speaks on Facebook and Instagram. Baby, it's family. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. We'll be back.
This is the front page with Dawn Dai on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with a piece of black history.
My name is Wyatt. I'm 11 from Westport Heights, and my history is Black history. Kamala Harris was the first Black woman elected to Attorney General of California. Then she was the first Black woman elected to be Senator of the Golden State, and only the second Black woman in the history of the Senate. Now, she's the first Black and Asian American woman to be elected Vice President of the United States. We salute Kamala Harris, the highest elected woman in the entire history of our nation. My history is Black history, and it is because of them we enjoy many of the freedoms of today. I'm Wyatt, and I am free, radio free, on 102.3 KJLH.
Learn more and do more this Black History Month at KJLHradio.com.
I'm out here housing the homeless. I'm out here feeding the hungry. I'm Pastor Sherman D. Manning of Yes We Can Worship Center. We house and feed the hungry. One lady said to me the other day, Pastor, if I just had $25 or $30 cash, I could feed my children tonight. So this Friday night and every Friday night at 7 o'clock p.m., we're going to be doing the best we can to help women with children. We have a 7 o'clock p.m. service. When the service is over, we feed you a free hot meal. After the meal, if we can give you $25 or $30 cash to help women and children, we will do so. Yes We Can Worship Center. Pastor Sherman D. Manning, join me Friday night at 7, 10306 Avalon, 10306 Avalon. We're at 103rd and Avalon, across the street from Superior. YesWeCanWorshipCenter.org. YesWeCanWorshipCenter.org. Pastor Sherman D. Manning, join me at 7 o'clock p.m. this Friday night at 7.
Hey, everybody, this is Roland Bynum. Join me Saturdays from 5 to 9 for the Block Party, starting at 5. It's your spiritual inspirational time. Triple plays at 6. And at 6:20, we exercise at the Rose Bowl, Darby Park, Kenneth Hahn Park, or in your home. 7 to 9, it's the music from the soundtrack of your life, plus birthday shout-outs at 8:10. So join me, Roland Bynum, Saturdays from 5 to 9 for the Block Party and the music from the soundtrack of your life. Yesterday's music for today's memories, only on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Radio Free 102.3 KJLH, bringing you the finest music from all regions of the world on Worldwide Hits every Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. I'm your host, Hugh Fuller. Up aboard every Saturday afternoon and join me as we couple the best of our Radio Free music mix with the best international sounds from around the world. Saturday afternoons 1 to 4, it's Worldwide Hits right here on KJLH, number 1 globally.
You're listening to The Front Page with Dawn Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Ooh, April on the line. She just called and I answered the phone. She said, it's the caller. I said, I know it's the caller. What's your name? And I said, hold on. I got to go back on air. So let me tell you this. I got some information. Radio Free, 102.3 KJLH, has your tickets to see Frankie Beverly and Maze with the Asley Brothers. It's happening at the U2 Theater, February 18th. And guess what? You can get VIP access for free to the Happy Feelings Lounge to kick back, two-step, sip on your drink, rub on your loved one, whatever it is you do while the show is going on, because it's all about love, soul, and R&B this Valentine's. So go ahead and sign up for your tickets and your VIP access over at KJLHradio.com. And when you win the tickets, maybe I'm going to pull up, but just know that Dawn Dai sent you and you learn from the front page. All right, we are back like we never left. I told you I have a very special guest in the studio with me. You guys are blowing up the lines and got questions because I'm telling you how you can get paid to train and make 5, 6, and even 7 figures in a trade. What do we say? This is a trade profession, Amari?
Absolutely.
In a trade profession. What are we talking about? The construction trade and utility sectors. Okay. Now, I know that you guys have questions coming up on social media, so I'm coming to you. But right now, let's go to April on line 1. Hey, April, I'm back. It's the front page. You live on air. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I'm glad I decided to tune in. I heard about the front page yesterday, and I decided to call in. I am a long-time fan and follower of the front page, and congratulations, Don.
Thank you.
And I'm glad I tuned in because I'm very interested in what this young man is saying. And I have a niece who needs a trade, and I wanted to know the age. She is 15. And she's a little wayward in her behaviors, in her ways. And collectively, as a family, we want to support her and give her some options because her parents are having a very difficult time trying to figure out what to do with her. And we're just sitting on the peripheral looking at it. And it's like, hey, we need to jump in. We need to jump in because she's drowning fast. And just recently, I've lost 2 of my nephew, like 2 months ago. He was 37. I lost my niece. And now this is another niece that's coming up. He's like, hey, both of them had issues and we didn't do enough, or I didn't do enough. We tried, but now we see another one. And I don't want to see her go to waste. So I'm glad that I tuned in. It's a blessing that I got to tune in today because we want to use every resource to help this young lady.
That's right.
She's 15.
Amari?
Before, sorry about the loss of your family members, ma'am.
Thank you.
So before I respond, I got to ask you a quick question. What does it mean she's a little wayward? What does that mean?
She has a 2-parent household. There's a little disruption, and she's been into some police trouble. She's not attending school. She's not listening to her parents. It appears, I don't know, but her parents suspect that she is doing drugs, and she's got into a lot of trouble that could end her up in police custody and in services, but she has not. And we see her at the family, and we know what's going on, but it's like everybody's whispering, and it's like, oh, yeah, she's just doing this. I said, no, we don't need to just whisper and say, we need to jump in. This is double Dutch. We jumping in.
Yeah.
I'm ready to jump in.
So,
we can't let her drown. We've witnessed this.
That's what we're not going to do. Because April, on the front page, we support one another, and that's why we got these resources in community, because we getting back to the days of when we looked out for each other.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, Don. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So let me respond really quick. To go into a trade, you really have to be motivated and committed to that process. So if this is something that she wants, then this is a pathway for her, right? But this is something that y'all want for her, then I think first, with anyone, right, with our human family, we got to get our minds right first before we embark on any new endeavor. So I don't know if y'all have started this process, but maybe you can look into some therapy for her and get her some professional help and see if whatever her issues are, because if they're still under the cover, y'all gotta unmask
Air it
that.
out.
Yeah,
Because
you gotta-
even if we were to give this opportunity, April, and say, hey, have her sign up, well, how you do anything is how you'll do everything. And if there's something, a blockage that's forcing her or, leading her away from school and turning assignments and perhaps utilizing drugs, there's something that's deeper that we need to address, no?
Yeah.
But however, there's a great question. If someone is 15, what happens? What's the age limit in general?
And one thing real fast. So also, just so folks know, when you join the academy, guess what? We call it an academy for a reason. You're going back to school.
Yeah.
We have classes. You will be learning math. So if you're not digging high school right now, it's going to be difficult for you to commit to going to online classes, right?
Yeah.
And so we're a little bit more personable. We're more family orientated. We love and support our students on a different level because we don't have the politics and the restrictions behind what a school district might have, but it's still school. So, but the age question, typically it's 18 and up. I have seen some trades allow folks in at 16 or 17. Those aren't the ones that we work with. The ones we work with, and again, just to be clear, we don't work with all construction trades. We work with the mechanical trades, right? So those are the ones that are mechanical, electrical, or plumbing in nature. So also known as the higher skilled trades or the test trades.
That's what that is, the electrical and higher skill trade. Okay.
Yeah. And again, it's because that's how Mr. Mitchell developed it back in the 60s, and it's worked. So we're not gonna fix it because it's not broke.
Okay. So did that help at any, April? I know you were saying, hey, she needs the support now at 15, but with this program, the age is 18. However, what I received from this is that there is some stuff that's under the line that's deeper we need to get to.
She can study now.
Yeah.
She can study. She can get her math skills up. We can connect her with a mentor. She can come out. She can get some hand skills out in the garden, but she won't actually be able to test into any of the trades that we will prepare her for until she's 18 or above.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And truthfully, she's not ready for it, and I can see it. And it would be, ill-advised for me to push for her to go to there without getting the mental health that she needs, and to push her off on somebody else and to another program, knowing that she doesn't have the mental capability or the support to do that, would be ill-advised. And I wouldn't want to do that. Now that we have the full conversation, she needs some deep help, which we all do.
Yeah.
And we're going to get that. And I appreciate you having that. The community garden, I'm a gardener. I'm an urban gardener myself.
Yeah.
I would love to volunteer.
Come on
I
now.
do a lot of things.
Come on now.
This is a really good conversation. And congratulations again, John. This is a good in-depth conversation, and I love the energy. So take care, and I will be listening.
All right. Thank you so much.
For anyone else out there interested, jtmacademy.org. Click on the volunteer button. Sign up. All we need is your name and email, and we will send you all the information to come out. Come get your hands dirty.
Come get your hands dirty. And then that's a way to get exposure to see if it's something that you like. So,
absolutely.
April, that may be a moment. Is there an age restriction to even volunteer?
Not at all. But if you bring someone under 18, make sure you come with them. Don't just drop them
Right,
off.
because they have to be legal. So, April, maybe that's a moment. Here's the thing. You had used the term, you said push off. I wouldn't say push off. How about we say expose or introduce? And maybe if it's not now she's ready, but she can still see the vision and have her pull up to the volunteer thing, because it may be something creative. They say it's something when you can use your hand and be in an environment, you're absorbing so much more.
Yeah.
So that's a great moment.
And a lot of folks, a lot of these young folks, they, when I was in school, we had these hands-on classes, metal shop, wood shop.
Marcus Savage was talking about that.
And our kids nowadays don't have that. So there's something very satisfying when you build something and you get to look at it and be like, yo, I did that. Right? I built this. It has a door. I can go inside. It opens. There's lights in there. I know the light system.
Yeah.
We built this solar panel. We put the solar panel on top and it powers this. And we have this. There's an amazing connection that happens.
And connecting is what we're doing. Because it's the unity. It's us. It's us coming together. All right, let's go to line 2. Great morning. The front page. Line 3. Great morning. This is the front page. Let's go to line 1. Great morning. This is the front page.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, this is Mike from Los Angeles.
Hi, Mike from Los Angeles.
Yeah, how you doing?
It's a great day to be alive, living on purpose and for a purpose. How you doing?
Just fine, just great. I'm just really happy to hear the topic this morning. I just wanted to make the comment. He just said, we need these trades and vocations back in schools because, when they get out of school, it's too late, because you were learning these things and you didn't know what you were really learning. You didn't know how important these little skills that they were teaching in school. And it wasn't an all-day thing that you were in a trade. It was only one election out of 6 classes that you were taking. They had wood shop, they had metal shop, they had electrical shop. They had garden, they had cooking. All these skills were being taught in school. I mean, way back in elementary school, they were teaching you how to paint and how to put little things together. And by the time you get out of school, you have skills and you have a trade. You
got a job
and
to take care of your family. Have a peace of mind and keeping yourself off the street and in business you ain't got no business being in.
Right. And the kids come out of school, they're ready for apprenticeship now. I understand he's trying to teach people 18 how to do a job, but I mean, that's too late. These kids come out of school, they don't even know how to read a slide rule.
You telling the truth.
Don't know how to measure anything.
So maybe we need to try to implement an after-school program. Maybe it's maybe we also some volunteer hours.
No, Don, come on now. It's too late for that.
Okay.
We need to put this stuff back in school.
Right.
Demand it back in school.
And have it part of the curriculum. Don't do an after moment. Have it in the moment.
Hey, Mike, what kind of work you do?
Everybody's not ready to go. Well, I was a general machinist and a CNC programming. I was trained at, back in the day. I started out in school and I started to be an auto mechanic. And somebody told me it was kind of dirty, and I didn't think too much. But Leonard Bean Johnson had the Federal Manpower Development Program, and they taught you for 6 months a trade, and I went into the machine shop. And after that, I started at Douglas, and I worked in the aerospace industry for 40 years. And
wow, so you've really been out here doing it.
Oh, and I have to admit, I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box, but I mean, there were things that I learned, in school that when they talk about taking algebra and taking trigonometry, I shied away from that. I thought it was too hard. But once I got in the machine shop and they were teaching you how to do things, and they were teaching us. Listen, you doing trigonometry, don't even know you're doing it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I got to get to these other calls, but you have made a great moment that I want to riff on and talking about whether or not you are the sharpest pencil in the box and what you can do from there. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for having me, Dawn Dai. You're doing an outstanding job, I tell you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Mike.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Yes, like we were saying, what happens if you aren't good at math? Hold on, before you start, y'all probably saying, Dawn, I just turned on the radio. Who is this man talking to, and what is he talking about? Well, his name is Amare El Jamii. He is the executive director of JTM Academy, an organization that is developed and in place to prepare individuals to enter the construction trade and utility sector. We're talking about higher level skills and sharpening your soft skills for the interview. Plus, they have a way that you can get paid to get trained. Then after you get done with the program, you can come out making 5, 6, 7 figures. Catch it, because right now it's hot. Who is Amare? Well, let me tell you. I said he is the executive director, but he's been doing things around the community to make change. And he's located right here in Long Beach. And in fact, if you're wondering about JTM Academy, here's the website, jtmacademy.org. And the number you can call is 562-234-2735. They're on all social media at JTM_Academy. That's how I found out about them. They slid in my DM. Helen on Facebook, she's watching us at Dawn Dai Speaks. She says, do you tutor in math? She's asking for her son. Why did I say it like that? She's asking for it. I caught myself. Dawn, what? This is what I learned at Howard. what happened in that moment right there, that was called a lunch out. Like you lunch. You heard of lunching. I lunched. What's up with that? Okay, I'm back. Come on.
You pay good money for that skill.
Doggone right. Catch it. Come on.
Hope my daughter come home with that skill right there, because that one's going to pay some bills. All right, so...
do you tutor in math?
I have been a math tutor for a solid... maybe like 26, 27 years now. And I have been trying to retire from the game. Y'all won't let me retire. Please.
You're too valuable. We need you. So wait, is this an opportunity for Helen to have her son get tutored by you?
I know tutoring companies at this point. I know other tutors. So
okay,
if you reach out to me, I can connect you. So call me off guard.
How can they reach out to you? How can Helen reach out to you?
So follow us on social media, and then hit the DMs, and then I'll communicate with you that way, and I'll get you connected to some of these other folks that are out here that are doing tutoring work right now. Pardon me, it's just my mind's not thinking about tutoring, so...
well, you better
but I got you,
because you are valuable. Okay, so Helen, you got that?
Yeah, I got you.
Head over on social media. I told you they slid in my DM or direct message at JTM_Academy. Furthermore, tell them when you call this number that you heard Amare on front page, and you will tell them that Dawn Dai sent you. Amare, are we clear? We got it?
Sounds like the message.
Okay, caught it. Now here's the number, Helen. You ready? It's 562-234-2735. 562-234-2735. Call them. Amare has resources to get tutored in math. He's been doing it for 25 years, so even though he has retired, he has other individuals that can support, right?
Correct.
All right, so there's that information. All right, we want to hear more from you. Let's go to line 2. Great morning. This is the front page.
Good morning, Dawn.
Great morning. Hey.
Good morning, sir.
This is Marcus Savage.
Good brother.
What's going on there?
What's happening?
Marcus Savage from GetInTheGame.xyz.
That's right. We right here. We still in the building. We still supporting our people in the community. Amare is a great dude. His organization is a awesome way to start your career. If you on the fence and trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what you want to do, come out to that Saturday workshop on the weekend at 4th, right? That's the 4th.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, bro. Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. Wake up and come on out. We got coffee for you. We got some snacks for you out there.
Oh, yeah, we feed y'all too. I forgot.
You feeding people?
We feed them.
Y'all, listen. Y'all know I love to affirm me and feed me. Ask Sister Dollar. You can get what you want.
Right. Yeah. So we get you out there and we give you a little bit of game about the trades and talk to you about things that you may not know. We have people out there that are retired. We have people out there that are still active in the trade, and they're all there just to share their information with the community and just let you guys know what we've been doing and how you can get started.
What you keep saying we, you not with JTM Academy. Your organization is entitled Get in the Game. So what is you talking about? We keep saying we.
I got you, Mark. Hold on.
My bad.
You're going to back up off Marcus real quick. Hold on.
Me. Talk it.
So just so you know, we have a wide spread out group of mentors who volunteer their time. They're hard, well-deserved, high-wage paying time.
High wage.
Right?
I hope it's
and they come out and they give back on a regular basis. Marcus is one of them. And we have,
clap for that, Bobo.
We got a couple dozen more out here in the field, in these streets, putting in work on a regular basis. And so, yeah, that's why he's saying we, because that's what they do. They come back, they give back. They want other folks out here in the community to get out there. I'm a mathematician. There's only so much I can help you with in terms of getting into the trade. These brothers, sisters out here.
I.e. Marcus, Savage, and others.
And others out there, right, are actually the experts in what they do. So you get to interact with them when you come out to the garden.
See
you get
how
to get
they
a feel
move,
for
how they talk. What are they having on their belt? You know, how are they making notes? Who are the people they're reporting to? The things you know about the field. Is that right, Marcus?
Yes, ma'am. We make sure that they understand the hierarchy of construction. You know, it's a culture that you get yourself into, right? And the test trades are a little bit different than the hunt trades, right? So you got two different things. You got the test trades, which you have to prepare for. The hunt trades you prepare for, but you get up in the morning and you go look for your opportunity.
Right.
If you want something immediately and you're hungry, you want to get into the trades, you've been checking it out, you know what you want to do, pick a hunt trade, and you go look for work.
Hey,
that's it. Go hunt.
you're going to have to literally catch it.
That's what they call it.
All right, Marcus, thank you so much. Family, y'all got to go see Marcus. Y'all heard him? Huh?
That's right. Come holler at us. Get in the game.
All right, GITG.XYZ, baby. It's for me.
All day.
All day.
Appreciate you for calling in, Marcus.
You
All
too,
right,
Marcus.
y'all. Talk to you soon.
All right, I'll
See you tomorrow, bro.
Oh my, that means a lot. So just when we think about front page and we think about community, like we all working together and we going further and we helping other people.
Yeah.
I'm only hitting you because you're a man. You like you can handle it. Okay, let me fall back. Let me go to line 3. Stop looking at me like that. Great morning. It's the front page. Go to line 1. Great morning. It's the front page.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Charles from 1-800-UNITE-US. Much praise for the brother. What you're doing is so important. So important. I went to Bosco Tech out in Rosemead. It's a Catholic high school and trade school. So I took up electronics, and during the summer, I was repairing TVs and fixing guitar amplifiers and making some money. So, yeah. So the thing about the trades is it's special. Now, for the young men, I'm gonna say this: the original meaning of the word "handsome" had nothing to do with how cute the man was. It's what that man could do with his hand.
Really?
That's right. Could he?
Handsome.
Handsome.
Wow.
Could he provide a shelter for the family? Could he bring home some meat? You know, that's what the women bragged about 1,000 years ago and still do today. You fix something around the house, they're going to tell their friends. Am I right?
Why am I getting goosebumps at the thought? Because ain't nothing like having somebody fix something for you. Be like, oh, okay, thank you so much. You so handsome.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Thank you so much for that and for sharing your testimony.
So yeah, you're definitely singing my song. It's so important to get this knowledge to our young people, and they really should bring it back to the high schools. It also brings up attendance, right? Gets people excited about getting back to school.
I agree.
And speaking of songs, I just want to put a shout out to Samara Joy. She's up for a best Grammy nomination. Samara Joy, check her out.
Okay, Samara Joy. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling.
Samara with an S. Samara.
Samara Joy. Joy. Okay, we're going to check her out. Thank you.
Okay. All
right. Let's go to line 2. Great morning. This is the front page. You got to turn down your radio. Now, see, you're going to miss talking to me because you listen to the radio. Dang, so what y'all think? We should go on? All right, let's go on. Line 3, great morning. This is the front page.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh.
Oh.
Everybody talking. I didn't know you were talking to me.
Listen, you got your radio on? Turn it off.
No, I turned it down.
Okay.
I turned it down. Turn it off?
No, you got to, as long as you're not listening to me there, you got to listen to me right here.
No, I was listening to you on my earpiece, on my phone. I just had a question. You were talking to Marcus, and they mentioned something that's going on tomorrow?
Yeah, I got Amari in the studio right now. Go ahead. Say hi to Amari. What you want to ask him?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
What was the name of the place, the park, where you're going to have people come out?
Go online.
No, tell her what is it.
Well, she got to register to get on.
Okay.
So, the official name is the H&M Community Garden. H&M Community Garden, right?
Community.
If you Google it, you're not going to find it because it's not up and running yet. We are building it.
Oh.
Right? It will be built, and it will have a name, and it will have a location, and it will be up and running at some point in the future. But for right now, this is just our opportunity to go out there and to build it. So if you want to come out and volunteer, go to jtmacademy.org, click on the volunteer button, name, email, boom, register. We'll get you the information. Come on out there, you meet us. Get your hands dirty.
Also, that's the solicit. So here's the thing. We're telling you all the awesome things of JTM Academy. So they are building a garden over in Compton. Shout out to Dr. Holloway, right? But here's the thing. In order for you to get more information about it, that's what he's saying. You got to check them out on their website. Yes. Or if you want to get a lead into some of the great work they're doing, they actually have a video up so you can get an idea of what to expect. But in order for them to release the information, they're saying that for people to sign up. But it's a great opportunity to network, like you said.
Absolutely.
They're going to feed individuals. Plus, they're going to tell you how you can get training and schooling and get paid to do it.
You got me nervous now.
Why I got you nervous?
Follow Radio Land.
Okay, because I be listening to you guys, and I can never do it, write nothing down or nothing. But I got off early today.
I heard that.
So
now
as
you
I
see
got
why I
my
be
truck and parked my truck, I said, let me call her.
Well, I'm glad you did. So, let me give you this number too. You ready? Oh, yeah, call the number.
I'm ready.
All right, it's 562 234 2735. And they're called JTM Academy. And tell them, be like, Dawn Day from the front page said, call y'all about the event tomorrow. What time is it taking place?
8 o'clock.
8 a.m. Pull up. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, Dawn.
Great mornings, front page, line 1. Hello? And you're out of here. But back to us. So Marcus Savage was saying, I'm going to be out there tomorrow. Now, one thing that you were talking about is that you guys have awesome partnerships and sponsors. You mentioned something about SoCal Gas.
Yes.
What did you say, the Urban League?
Yes.
What's up?
What's up?
Tell me. Tell us.
Oh, you want to know? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
He's so crazy.
Yeah. The support we get from the Urban League since 2019 is really we teach a class called the Construction Career Academy, and we are consultants for the Urban League. We are our own 501c3, right? And that allows us to expand and do other work, but our main class that we teach is the Construction Career Academy on behalf of the Urban League.
So they are funding our communities to teach them construction. Is that correct?
Shout out to the Urban League for doing that, yes.
Okay, so this is where you're talking about the classes are Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays?
Yeah, and so we started off teaching in person. If you're looking at our flyers, we started teaching in person when they were before the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, we pivoted. We went online to Zoom. One of their board members was actually working at SoCal Gas. We connected with him. And he's been a great resource to us. And so we've been able to get folks into 4 entry-level positions at the gas company. Construction tech, ETR is an energy technician, FSA is a field meter repair. I'm stumbling right now. And then the LST is the leak survey technician. So there's 4 entry-level positions that we have over at the gas company that we can help folks get into. Let me just say this. Mr. Mitchell told me not to do this. But I'm going to do it anyways because I think times have changed and we're looking to motivate folks. So we talked about, he said, don't talk about how much money the jobs make.
What? Why did he say that?
For the same reason that some of the other callers called in earlier and said, when you get the skill set, you can use it and build with it. And he said, folks should find what they're passionate about and choose the career based on that.
That part.
Don't choose the dollars, right? But we live in a different age, and I think so much information is out there that you're going to find it anyways if you Google it. So
is you about to say it or not?
Yeah, here we go. So typically the starting wages for the mechanical trades start at, the $40,000 range, but they all get you up to close or above 6 figures.
What?
Right? Okay. On the utility side, they start at a higher range, but you end up around the same amount.
Let's be clear. When you say on the utility side, what is that?
So right now, our biggest partner is the gas company.
Okay.
Those 4 positions that we have that they all start off around $70,000 a year.
$70,000.
High school diploma, clean driver's record, coming through class. You can't have a background there. On the mechanical trade side, you can. Utility side, you can't. You can always go get an expungement, folks.
Right, and we know Marcus Savage that just called in right now. He talked about how they are accepting and how they can guide you through if you have a record. When you know better, you do better, family. Isn't that right? And we know better when we listen to Front Page on KJLH. Hosted by Dawn Dai. Oh, did you miss the episode? Well, I know you didn't download the free KJLH app. And I know you clicked in the lower right-hand corner where it says on demand because you need to be on demand with the episodes that you may need to repeat again because I know you didn't miss it. And you went to view episodes. And then you said, oh, here's that conversation that Dawn had with Marcus Savage. And I could benefit from that because I have a record and I need to make some money. Is it you?
There was a whole bunch of people I wanted to shout out.
You got them? Because there's still time.
Here we go. Starting with all my good brothers in the 100 Black Men of Long Beach who've been going ham on me in the email and the group text
Right now?
Who gave me all the information on you, your whole background. She went to HU, so forth and so on.
Well, they were
okay,
researching me?
Well, they know you because they watched the show.
Oh, they watch on social media? They listen?
Yeah, and they listen. Yeah, they're excited to be a part of the Front Page family.
Oh, my God. Okay, that bell, the housekeeping is at the door, so we're about to get kicked out. So get your shout-outs.
We want to continue the conversation, so we're starting up a podcast called The Build Up. So a shout out to my Bruin alumni who has that going on. The folks who've done work with us over the years in terms of getting the other folks who are in the field with us, Second Call, Suncofa Solar, Trans, Cal, Jobs Create Peace, the whole city of San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Joe Gatlin and the NAACP.
Come on, Joe Gatlin.
Our partnerships over at the Brotherhood Crusade, Stimulate Learning, Cultivating Hope, Unearth and Empower. Obviously,
The
SoCal
Vermonts.
Gas, the Los Angeles Urban League, and last but not least, Mr. Mitchell himself, his family, his niece over at the Business Zone and Recycling Black Dollars.
You got it, family.
If I forgot you, I love you. Don't
And
be banging
I
on me.
hit him for, I slap him a few times. All right. Amare, tell people where they can find more information and for the resources.
So we are on social media at JTM_Academy. We're on most of the platforms. I don't do the social media. Shout out to Jeff Thomas for doing that. Our website is jtmacademy.org. Our company phone number is 562-234-2735. And if you want to email us, which is typically the easiest way to get in contact with me, then it's info@jtmacademy.org. That's info@jtmacademy.org.
Look at him going fast because Bobo said we got 30 seconds. So let me tell you, family, get ready. You called out. They responded. Kevin Ross is scheduled to come in on Monday from Small Gestures, Big Smiles. Yeah, it's going to be right here, live in full effect, because Keemio said, Dawn, bring him. And he said, I'm going to show up. All right, family, make sure you follow me on all social media at Dawn Dai Speaks. Check out my podcast, Vitamin D with Dawn Day. It's more all this goodness, all this light, because what do I say? If you want to be better and do better, you got to be able to see better. And get some original source of vitamin D, like Amari and everybody over at JTM, checking out my social media at Dawn Dai Speaks. All right, you know I always say, I'm in the business of making dreams come true, and I damn sure ain't gonna forget about mine. So until next time, family, always remember, you are your greatest asset.
This is The Front Page with Dawn Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Please welcome Neo. This is Jeremiah, and this is family right here.